it amuses you, it will probably amuse someone else. If it moves you, it will probably move someone else. If it bores the living crap out of you, it's probably likely to bore the living crap out of anyone else. Isn't that what an artist uses? Themselves and their own kind of reaction to things? And really good artists do that with such integrity and such inspiration that we all respond as they respond. Really good advertising creative people are very much the same. That's what they use, and they tend to ignore all that kind of intellectual folderol. They sit through the meetings because they get into trouble if they didn't. But if they're any good at what they do, they ignore it. So I think the thing about successful sending of messages is very straightforward and very simple. We're very caught up at the moment in technological change, in, cyberspace and social media and Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff, all of which is fine and fun and great, and I enjoy tweeting as much as the next person. It's the copywriter's medium, 140 characters. We know how to do that. I don't do Facebook though. It's far too much of a commitment. That's all fine, but nothing about the stuff that gets retweeted, the stuff that ends up trending, is any different from the things that people responded to 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 500 years ago. I keep going around and saying to people, don't get distracted by the bright, shiny objects. Stay true to what has always worked in terms of communication and actually getting in contact with other human beings. Stay true to that. And I'll give you a couple of instances on how to do this. One is it's just a simple little, and we love them in advertising, mnemonic. I nicked most of it, but I added one letter, so I assume I'm now entitled to use it, and if I'm not, oh well, I'll deal with that later. It's a mnemonic which is just the word success, and it's about what successful messages need to contain. And you can write it down if you think it's of use, but it's pretty straightforward. The first S stands for simple. The best communications are simple. That doesn't mean simplistic. Particularly in an advertising and marketing sense, you are working with audiences who are incredibly time poor, who are stressed out and who are literally brilliant at screening out unnecessary stuff. Because they are bombarded with it daily. You cannot go to the toilet anymore in a public space without having an ad staring at you in the face. So, they are brilliant at screening it out. If it's simple and easy and intriguing and quick, they're much more likely to read it or respond to it or look at it. Reason